very, very passive position coming in over towards both pit and long respectively. And well, now the push actually looking like it's going to be the other way towards this A site. Very, very quick, lots of aggression, no time to take things slow as Borup, Hunden and Asilian out towards A go-in swinging. MBK got to try and hold the fort, but gets very little done as he goes down. And now the Frenchman left to try and claw back this A bomb site as they come in. 2v3 in the retake. Bomb's going to go down, but in comes Body, taking heads off as he makes his way up from Boiler. Bomb ticking away. They've got to be quicker. They don't have a kit to play around with. The Body trying to connect these shots. Does have shocks. The headshot machine beside him as they make their way into the site. But it's Borup to find one, and Hunden now throwing their utility in towards this B bomb site. Body's here alone, and as we said, the rotate is going to be coming on round from shocks, but he's still smoked off. Body's got to do some serious work. It only gets one before Borup is quick to find the trade. And while the bomb is going to be going down any second now, it will be the man advantage still in favor of G2, but they're locked out the site. The smokes have rained through. MBK is very late on the rotate yet again in towards this B bomb site.
Yeah, they need an opening now from Kenny, as this is going to be very, very hard for them to retake because that coffin smoke is just blocking everything off. Freeze can hold it down right now when the smoke disappears. Let's see here, the duels will be coming in soon.
Freeze gonna miss that opening shot, looks for the second, but Apex quick to remedy his affliction. It's all on Hunden in from Bernarda, but he falls to Kenny, who goes in swinging, and there is G2. And here he is watching the angle, but he misses that opening shot. Gonna take the re-peek, and Borup's gonna punish him for it. In comes MBK, but no, there's no stopping this man. As Trick, they find two openers. This B bomb site and Body is all that stands between them and getting that bomb down and finding a sixth round. He's got to try and buy time for the rotates already. You can see Shocks, he's coming through, but Body hits the deck. Shocks over in towards CT to try and do something, but no, he's just going to fall back in the round, and they were able to do it just because of this crossfire. It means it's not all on Body, but Shocks is going to be smoked out, so all of a sudden it basically is all on Body. He's going to go down in the flames. He dies a bit of a martyr, but he's still a hero as he does go down, finding one. It's all he had to do. Shocks mops up a second, turning into a 3-on-3. He's got to do some serious work. Picking up the AK now in favor of the AWP, rotating back round to try and retake this site, but he's here alone for the most part as his team now only just pushing up in through CT. Shoxy to try and clear these angles. Two players down. Banana watching that bomb because it is planted for them out in the open. Shock's going to find the first on the entry, but he's still got Asilian and Freeze left to worry about as they have the crossfire set up. And they can just bide time. MBK going to go down on the aggression. They find Asilian, but then there's Freeze, the troublemaker, the one to deny the defuse, and he gets a second as well. Down goes the hopes of G2 into that round. There isn't a smoke for him as they just smoke up long, and now they make their way up through short and Boiler. Apex on the site has a lot of work to do. Just walking out of the open as Tag finds the first. He goes down. Kenny next to fall. MBK, so much on his plate, and he's looking to try and devour it. Gets one, gets himself a second. The UMP raining death in from Pit. Bodies on the rotate as well. In from Banana to try and reinforce this hold. The bomb is going to go down. MBK can't stop that, but he has bought time for Body to make his way around. Freeze over in Apps will go down. They turn it back into a 2-on-2. The Molotov misses, so MBK lives to fight another day as they try and hold back their hopes of winning this round. And well tricked. They rotate players around. They've got the player on the side in the form of Hunden. Borup making his way up through short as well. They have a crossfire set up, but Body doesn't care for crossfires. Now MBK emerges from pit, and Body finds Hunden on the site. Down he goes, and G2, they're going to pick up a third round. There is Zesty Tag Cars peeking over the top. Down goes Shocks.
They know the second guy is there due to the flashbang, so they have to re-pick him.
Yeah, but Body does at least find the trade. It's going to go into a 4-on-4. The bomb's actually rotated back round over towards Banana as Freeze is here with the AWP. He goes in for the shot and he misses it. Body's going to capitalize on that all day long, turning it into a 2-on-4. The bomb trying to find something on the back of Hunden, and he does so in through the smoke. Apex going to get toppled. They've still got a lot of work left to do. The rotate looking like it might come in from G2, but instead they opt to have Kenny hold position over in Library, and this could come back to punish them here. They've got to be aware that there's at least one of these players over towards B, and at this point I couldn't imagine it being a fake with 15 seconds left. Kenny only just rotating around now, but it doesn't matter because Body's here. He finds the first, but Borup is there to return. Time is of the essence, and Kenny is more than aware of that. Watching the angle, he finds the frag, and G2
are not contesting it at all.
Yeah, this time they're going to go for the waterfall play out through balcony, and MBK is here brilliantly posted up to try and counter exactly this, but they lose everyone else on the A site. It's all on MBK, and he's going to get 2, gets himself 3 in total. The hat trick is complete, but now it's all on Freeze. the Lone Dane finds himself fighting, fending off Body and Shocks as he tries to make some presence out towards this A bomb site. Just going to be working around him towards Short, clearing out these angles. He's still got plenty of time left to play around with the flank pending. Coming in through balcony, they do clear things out, and actually he might rotate over towards B. He's been able to make his way out in through mid. Shock should hear this though, and he's actually going to check it. Freeze just manages to escape.
He sees it though. Has a Molotov, but I don't think he can use that unless he gets the first frag. Let's see.
They're pushing on in. They've still got a smoke and a molly between them. Smoke's going to go down straight away to try and ward off any player over towards Coffins. He just waits, plays it perfectly, peeking on out. Body's going to go down, and down goes the second as well. Shocks.
Wreck tricked off the face of the earth, but the way that they've played so far on this T side, I think Tricked are actually going to get the 11-4 here, but NBK wants it differently, steps it up, takes down Asilian. And now there's a chance because there's a stack on this B bomb side, but Body drops down and dies. And now the bomb is pushing in.
Yeah, they're just going to charge on through. They cut the site in half with the smoke. Shoxy does find one through the smoke, but it's Apex who has to make a difference, and he's going to do exactly that as him and Kenny, they combine, find 2 frags between them. Now it's all on Freeze. We've seen him clutch it out 1v2 again. This time it's a 1v3. He's got to do all that plus more, but he spots out Kenny, looking to try and find himself his second frag, pulling this back into a one-on-one potentially, but Kenny says no. G2 just going to soar on through it. It looks like it's going to be the waterfall play now. They have to find easy tag or else he could just light these players up in pit. He's trying to do exactly that, but Shocks takes his head clean off in retort. Down goes Hunt, and this is the start that G2 needed over on their T side. Apex watching the push in through Library, going to get one, but then swiftly traded out by Freeze. And we'll be at 2-on-4, but the bomb's gone down, and G2 looking in good form. But Borup and Freeze, the 2 players who have kind of been the clutch kings of Tricked, still left alive. Down goes Freeze. It is all on Borup, and he can't get anything done. MBK finishes it.
Looking for some long-range duels and looking for some aggressive plays from G2 now to dominate their opposition.
Yeah, they've stacked mid, and Hunden's going to be able to find it first. They're doing a boatload of damage, and this is so bad for G2 as they walk into a massacre. It will be turned around by Body and Shocks as they manage to trade things back into a 2-on-2. They know that Freeze is there, and that nade's going to tag him down that much more. Shocks trying to watch the angle, but he's going to allow Freeze to cross for the time being. Bomb will go down. It's a 2-on-2. G2 do have weapons and armor to play around with, but Tricked, I mean, they've got armor pistols, so they're still going to be in a good way. That smoke isolates Shocks from pit. He can't help out Body whatsoever, and as he goes down, this is looking very bad now. It's all on Shoxy, the headshot machine.
Who else would you have in a 1v2?
Let's see, yeah, exactly. I mean, he's like the clutch king for G2. Let's see if he can try and make this work. Asilian, though, going to go for the peek, and down he goes. Scoping out the angle, but Freeze is locking it down with the AWP. If he misses this first shot, this could give rise to the rush, and he's going to be flushed back straight away. Does make it around the corner just in the nick of time. Now going to pop flash himself out, goes in for the peek. He's fully flashed himself and somehow still alive, falling back into the site, but in him and easy tag both go down. It's Hunden to try and trade things out, and he does get 2 before he's dealt with by Shoxy, who now has the AWP to play around with. Borup and Asilian to come back in to try and retake this. Both players situated over towards that B bomb site.
Good choice.
And they're just going to opt to save. Now they rotate Kenny around to try and help out, and it looks like B's going to be the site question. They have to check the angle. Borup's watching it, and they don't. This is where he pounces. Asilian and Borup, they've done so much work here for Tricked, and they're going to do even more. Borup peeks on out, finds 3. There is no stopping this man, and then Hunden to find the last. Tricked arrive at map point, pushing on out over here towards B. Already, Shocks hits the dirt, going to be buried 6 feet under. The smoke goes down to hold back the push, but they're looking like they might just go ahead and push straight through. They lose MBK over on the A bomb site, so at this point, what else do they have left other than to head in towards B? The smoke, the utility usage, just going to completely cancel out any chance of rushing on in and trying to catch these players off guard. They're just going to have to try and push through the smoke, and they're at the full mercy of the aim of Trick. Borup going to find himself here alone, and Kenny does do him the honor of removing his face with the deagle. But it's still a 2v3 retake here for Tricked.
Let's see, Kenny here could be the difference maker here for his team. Does not. Hunden comes in once again. The top fragger of his team taking down Kenny. Now it's all on Apex.
1 versus 3. Bomb ticking away. And he's going to peek on out. The most anticlimactic attempt to clutch ever as Tricked go ahead and pick things up 16-7. Can we get a little bit more noise? Because quite frankly, okay, it's amazing they were able to do this. G2 might have been the one that people came here to support. But my God.